Now, Muslims across the globe have marked the holy month of Ramadan with celebrations that are unique to their own regions.
That is totally right. And to find out more about these traditions in Indonesia and other parts of the world, we are now connected not only one, but three correspondents. First, we will have Adristia Cynthia from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Hi, Adristia.
Hi, Adristia. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Ah,
Yes.
there
Hi,
you
okay.
are.
Very good.
Hi.
We're going to reach out to you later. And we also have Jessica Novia from Singapore. Hi, Jess. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Hi.
And I can see the smile in your face because the masks are off at the moment.
That's right. Well, all right, first we're going to go to Adristia Cynthia in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So, Adristia, what can we do during Ramadan at your place, especially after being held, off 2 years due to the COVID-19 curfews?
Well, can you guys hear my voice right now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I can say this is a brand new year for us here in British Columbia, Canada, to be exact, because after these 2 years, finally some majority restriction about COVID-19 has already lifted. Since March 11, we are no longer required to use masks whenever we are in public indoor spaces or public transportations, and the limitation of faith gathering capacity are being lifted already, which is mean there's no limitation for number of people who can be gathered in or under one roof. So as soon as possible, the vaccination passport or the proof of vaccination is no longer needed here in British Columbia, Canada. So it is quite a big difference for us since we've been together with the pandemic for more than 2 years.
That is right.
But that's also how we celebrating Ramadan this year here in British Columbia, Canada, where we are fasting for more than half a day, and then we can getting together with family and friends, and we can pray on Tarawih in mosque, where since there's no restriction or limitation of people who can gather in one place. So that's also what Ramadan is for us here. But gathering with our family, our loved one, and also spending time with our family and our loved one. Also, culinary as well. So it is for me, it's like a wish come true for us here in Vancouver, Canada, where we can. I can say go back to normal for this Ramadan this year.
Okay, so Adristia, this is Rory. I remember when I was in the UK doing fasting, it took me I think 16 hours because I had
Yes, that is right.
I had to wake up at 1:30 a.m. and the sahur time is at 2, but the iftar time is at 10 p.m. So you can imagine how long it is. And I'm wondering how long it is in Canada that you have to endure during a day of fasting.
For now, this year, it's about 15 hours for now.
Wow. That is a long
have
time.
15 hours to fast. Yeah, so the subuh here started at around 5 a.m.
Right.
And then the Maghrib or Iftar will start at around 8 p.m. But
Oh my God.
it is because this year's Ramadan started with or during the springtime, guys. So when I think it's better rather than a few or couple years ago, exactly in 2020. People here in Canada were fasting for almost 18 days. So 18 hours. So few last days of Ramadan.
Wow.
We were fasting for almost 18 hours because the subuh were started at around 3 a.m. and then Maghrib or Iftar were started around 9 p.m. So
right.
Wow.
Yeah,
So Iftar must
better.
feel so much more special than we feel it here then.
I know, right? And it is, but I'm glad that it happened in springtime this
Right.
year. So yeah, it also depends on the activity of the Muslims here, whether they're study or they're working. But then the thing that I really see here is that the tolerancy here of people of Canada, where this is one of the most multicultural city in the world. People are, respecting us Muslim for fasting in our workplace or in our study place. So
Yeah.
it is one of the perks of being here in Vancouver, Canada. Yeah.
Now, thank you so much for everything that you shared with us when it comes to Ramadan in Vancouver. And we actually hope the best for you, best of lucks, because that long hour of fasting. Thank you so much. Now, let's
Thank you
move
so
on
much.
to Singapore. Jess, now we know that you are in a closer proximity with us here in Indonesia, not only in terms of distance, but also in cultures and
Yes.
food. Is there any special or particular tradition for the Muslim communities there in Singapore when it comes to Ramadan and fasting?
Oh, I think definitely. I don't know if you can see behind me that there's the Ramadan Bazaar.
Oh, yes, of
this is
course,
something
of
that we
course.
have in
Yeah.
So we have it in like a few areas in Singapore. Like, so I'm currently in Kampong Glam, where it's like a historic neighborhood for the Muslim community. So we have like an old istana that, the very first Sultan who was in Singapore, he has an istana here. So this neighborhood is very special. And for the past 2 years, we haven't been able to have this like Ramadan Bazaar.
Yes,
So
right.
it's definitely a little bit more scaled down than pre-pandemic time. But it's like, at least I think I feel the atmosphere here. Everybody seems like they're super happy. If you can see behind me, like the bazaar is very famous for like
Right.
very unique food that you can find in Singapore. Like they have like unicorn lattes and like all
What?
sorts of like very trendy
Wow.
food. Yeah.
Very
Unicorn
intriguing.
latte.
And you guys are 1 hour ahead of us, so I think it's
Yeah.
almost iftar for you guys there
I think
in
it's soon,
Singapore.
yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to
I see
ask.
a lot of people, they're like buying food.
Yes. All right. I wanted to ask that, some
Yeah,
media
so
have
I think they're waiting.
reported that, workplaces in Singapore are giving a lot of room for people who are fasting. So, and tolerance, especially for working Muslims. So, how is this implemented there?
Yeah, definitely. I think that because like last week, a lot of the measures were lifted. So I think 75% of the workplace can come back to work. So some special arrangements can be made actually for our Muslim colleagues. So if they have to go home a bit earlier, I think a lot of people are embracing the flexible work schedule. So
Right.
it's not so strict before. And I think almost all workplaces in Singapore, they are quite flexible in terms of like your time in the office. So it's either like you can go home and then you continue working from home, or you can also like just have to talk to your supervisor or your boss, and I'm sure arrangements can be made.
This is so lovely when it comes to Ramadan and hearing this kind of updates. So, Jessica and Adristia, thank you so much
Thank you, guys.
from Singapore and also Canada, and hope that anytime soon we can actually visit you in each of your country. Thank you so much. All
you,
right,
guys.
so that was from Canada and Singapore. Now let's move on to our own home country, Indonesia. We are now joined with our reporters Satya Pramesi and video journalist Dipta Adiwiguna, who are now at Sabang, Central Jakarta. Anyway, Sabang is one of those areas that food is regarded as a culinary heaven.
Exactly. It's only a stone throw away from our office,
That's
right?
right. So, Messi, how is the situation there ahead of iftar?
Well, the situation, as you can see, is extremely busy. Extremely busy. We have concession stands, we have carts, we have other people selling their food on the streets, more specifically on the sides of the streets, as you can see. Other than that, we also have restaurants along the road as well. But the main attraction of the street are the street food vendors. And rather than talk about it from here, I will show you personally. Let's go.
Yes,
Okay, we
please.
got to
Here
kind
we
of cross
go.
the road here because it is a little bit of a
Careful,
busy
you
street.
are crossing.
But Go ahead, by all means. Yeah, it's a bit busy, but we have made it. And the diversity of the food that's available here is amazing. It's unbelievable because this is Jakarta. People from all different cultures all around Nusantara have gathered and brought their food over here. As this, for example, es pisang ijo from Makassar, or
that's so
banana ice in English. I know,
Those colors,
it's
man.
insanely good. And we also have next to
For your
that
iftar.
baso
Talking of
from
which.
some guy named Mr. Padeyanto that looks extremely, extremely delicious. And we also have some tofu as well.
That's
sumudang
the winner
tofu,
right there.
Which
Winner.
actually, for you, just for you guys, and for everyone else in the studio, I will order personally
Yes!
for all of you. What's Mobili,
God bless you. You're going to heaven.
Thank you.
Oh, watch out there,
Thank
there's
you,
a
thank
line
you.
there.
Look at how delicious these things are. Extremely. There's a bit of a line. There's a bit of a line.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
wait for everyone to finish. But all of these tofu will be ready, available for you from me and Deepta. Hans?
Thank you
Right
so
on.
much, Messi and Dipta. Oh my God, you're so kind-hearted. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.